We welcome you to Coors Field in Denver, Colorado as the fans make their way in. It's day baseball and the finale of this three-game series from Coors Field between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Well, red hot to begin the season is Manuel Margot, hitting at .343 out of the gate in the first 9 games of the season. Not a surprise at all on the other side for the Colorado Rockies. A fast start for Nolan Arenado, a .324 beginning in his first 9 games, and how about 3 home runs so far on the season. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, surprise last night after the ball game, post-game, we found out that Luis Perdomo was headed on the DL, a new starter scheduled for the Padres today.
Anytime you lose an arm like Luis Perdomo, I think it's a concern, so we'll just have to wait and see. So here's the transaction. Zack Lee making his second career Major League start. He was Dodger property. We can tell you a story about that during the rest of the game, but Jack Ash also recalled from San Antonio, so trying to build up that pitching with Perdomo and Trevor Cahill now going on the DL. And when you talk about Zack Lee, you'll learn a little bit more about the guy. He throws a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, pretty much everything. Slider, changeup, curveball, cutter. Back in high school, he threw 95 miles an hour. Then he was drafted by the Dodgers. A true sport athlete. I mean, this kid was taking snaps at LSU, and then the 11th hour signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Threw in a simulated game recently within the last week, but has not thrown in a competitive game since spring training, Don. So, hey, the blood's got to be pumping. The adrenaline has got to be going really high for Zack Lee. Let's see how he responds at 1 mile high here at Coors Field.
Fortunately for the Padres, that's now 2 starters that they started the year with who are currently on the disabled list as far as the rotation goes. Well, a great start for Manny Margot, very much at home in the show. Bob Scanlon returns. We'll have more on Manny Margot right after this from Colorado.
Nice aggressive base running.
And that is a fine piece of hitting by Manny Margot.
Welcome back to Coors Field. Manny Margot, he's been one of the big stories so far for the Padres here in the early part of the season. He's currently riding a 5-game hitting streak, including a home run in last night's ball game. Here's what Andy Green had to say about his young center fielder's contributions at the top of the lineup.
It's been quality at bat after quality at bat since he got in that slot. It's competitive. He can fly on the bases. They've done a nice job of controlling the running game last couple of days, but puts pressure on pitchers, puts pressure on defense. Him and Jankowski, Travis will get clicking here pretty soon too, and it's gonna be a lot of fun with both those guys on base.
Hey, when you consider that Manny Margot is the 11th player that the Padres have had in that leadoff spot over the last 3 years, you understand why Andy is really happy about the possibility of having some stability, some power, and some speed at the top of that lineup with Margot and Jankowski. We'll see what they can do in today's ball game. Will yourself to victory. The Padres will try to win the rubber match here behind Will Myers, who's been hot at Coors Field. First pitch coming up next, Padres Rockies, right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Honda. Hurry into the Honda Dream Garage sales event today. By Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need. By Buick. And by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. And welcome back to Denver as we get ready for Game 3 of the series. All right, fans, you are hopefully going to join forces with us in Sycuan Pick the Stick. Weigh in on Twitter for a chance to win a free foursome of golf courtesy of Sycuan Golf Resort. Just hashtag I'm with and the last name of the broadcaster you want to join forces with. If they win, you could win too. One random winner selected nightly. Follow us at Fox Sports SD for more details. Well, with Manuel Margot, and why not? He is feeling it here in Denver. I got a good feeling about him going deep again today too. It's time now for the weather report, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers.
Did you know that the city of Denver has over 300 days of sunshine, more than Miami and San Diego?
I had no idea.
Nice little nugget there.
I can tell you that it's 71 degrees, northeast breeze at 7 miles per hour, and that's Andy Green.
The reason why I say that is because it is a gorgeous day in the Mile High City.
Let's take a look at Andy Green starting 9 today. It is brought to you by Toyota. Manuel Margot is in center field, leading it off with Will Myers at first base. Yangervis Solarte at second base with Hunter Renfroe in right field. Ryan Schimpf at third base with Jabari Blash in left field batting sixth. Austin Hedges does the catching the day game after the night game. Eric Ibar at shortstop and Zack Lee on the mound for the Padres today. A surprise starter. Kyle Freeland getting ready for his second start for the Rockies.
Well, what a story for Kyle Freeland. Born in Denver, raised here, Rockies fan growing up. Now he's pitching for his hometown team. Pretty much throws everything but the kitchen sink. Had a good first outing as a Rocky right here at Coors Field.
Manny Margot swings at the first pitch and sends one towards the gap in left center field. That's going to get down to the track in the wall as Amarista will send it back in, but not before Margot stands at second base with a leadoff double to start the game.
Why is the floor all wet, Todd? Well, I don't know, Margot. He goes down and gets this one, and he's just very aggressive with the fastball down and in. Way to just rattle Freeland right out of the get-go.
So he stands at second base with nobody out, and Will Myers coming up. A tight one here last night. Padres dropping a one-run contest last night, and it has been a well-pitched series to this point as Myers jumps out of the way of that pitch down and in. The starters doing very well in this series, and great start last night for Jared Weaver. Unfortunately, the Padres couldn't put together much in the way of runs.
I think a big key for the Padres here is score a run before they record an out. Talked about Freeland throwing everything, and this kid's a competitor. Talked to some of the Rockies people. He loves to compete. He goes after hitters.
He's falling behind Myers here, 2-0. Myers taking it the other way to right field. This is going to get down and be a fair ball into the right field corner as Manuel Margot will come around and score. Myers into second base with an RBI double, and the Padres, just like that, have a 1-0 lead. That happened fast. First two hitters of the game, and the Padres are on the board.
It's like voting in Chicago early and often. Will Myers trading places with Manuel Margot, the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And once again, we've seen that a lot this series, not only from Will Myers, but a handful of the Padre hitters taking it the other way. It's a double-double inning.
So Myers at second base with nobody out. Yangervis Solarte coming up and gets out of the way of that breaking ball that heads down and in. Actually, a running fastball broke down and in. Will Myers with that double now has hit safely in 8 of the first 10 games of the year. Off to a fantastic start, and today batting in the 2 spot for Andy Green.
And how about Manuel Margot, your guy today, has reached base in 9 of 10 games now. That's putting pressure on the opposition right out of the get-go.
That's what you hope your leadoff hitter does. That's what he's doing. A chance to lead off more often than not. Jankowski was there a couple of times. Other way, and a base hit for Solarte into right field. Myers will be waved around. Gonzalez's throw to the plate will be cut off, and the Padres lead it 2-0. Last start today, 3 straight hits out of the gate. And Solarte with an RBI single to right field has scored Myers. 3 straight hits. 2 quick runs here for the Padres.
Knock, knock, knock on wood. Right down the middle, taking it the other way. Easy swings, not over swinging. I think that's a game plan as Will Myers gets the green light from Glenn Hoffman.
So still nobody out. Hunter Renfroe sliding into the cleanup spot.
Oh, this is going to be one of those days, Donald.
Could be. It's starting that way.
Ooh.
Day baseball. Mile High City.
Multiple runs in the first inning, hopefully, so when Zack Lee goes out for the bottom half of the first, he can have a little bit of a cushion. Hopefully have a good first inning.
Grabs the outside corner and evens a count of 1-1. Renfroe confirming with home plate umpire Laz Diaz. Now Freeland coming off a win in his first start. 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. So he has already given up more here in the first inning without getting an out than he did in 6 innings last time out. That was against the Dodgers. That was his major league debut. Start number 2, not going quite as well.
You know what's kind of neat? We mentioned Freeland grew up in Denver, right? Born here. Went to University of Evansville, and they're the Purple Aces. Purple being the color of the Colorado Rockies. It's just a great story.
A 23-year-old, first-round pick in 2014, already here. Pretty big, 6'4", 200-pounder coming from the left side.
It's a keeper.
Renfroe sends it out towards right center field. On the run is Blackmon, and he'll get there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Let's check out the Rockies defensively behind Kyle Freeland. As there is Alexei Amarista, the former Padre, getting the start in left field today for the Rockies. Charlie Blackmon in center, Carlos Gonzalez in right. Third to first, Nolan Arenado. Trevor Story, DJ LeMahieu, the batting champion a year ago. Gerardo Parra is at first base with Dustin Garneau catching the day game after the night game. Ryan Schimpf.
You know how my mind works, right?
I don't actually. It's something that I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm starting to.
Well, I want to make a point about something because if I were the equipment manager for the Colorado Rockies, I'm not giving number 2 to Alexei Amarista. That's Troy Tulowitzki.
Right.
I'm setting that number aside. Just for what he did here in Colorado.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Out of respect.
That's just the way I think about the game. It's I think there are certain numbers, even though it's not retired, obviously. He's wearing it, but there are certain players that if they go on to other, got traded to Toronto and all, we all know that deal. That's just the number I think you kind of set aside.
To right field off the bat of Schimpf as that ball is up and that ball is gone into the bullpen. A 2-run shot for Ryan Schimpf, a 4-0 Padres lead in the first inning. Oh, what a drive that was on a line right up and over that 375 marker in right field into the pen. Carlos Gonzalez barely moved the right fielder as that one gets out, and that is his second home run of the year for Schimpf.
Oh, it might be one of those days. I'll tell you what, Freeland is missing a handful of pitches. That one is right at the knees. Speeds up the bat of Schimpf. And he puts it into the bullpen. Over the bird sanctuary where that fence is out there.
So still only 1 out of the inning. Padres have scored 4 quick ones here today, and it brings up Jabari Blash. Blash 0 for 5 to begin the year. Start of the year with El Paso. Pretty much starting everybody on that inside fastball, but missing with it. Schimpf didn't miss that opportunity.
Dude. That's jumbo Schimpf right there.
Swing and a miss for Jabari Blash.
It's worth another look. Little slider. Lefty on lefty. Stays on it nicely, gets extended, goes down and gets it.
Ground foul outside of third, and it's 2-2.
Having a little problem with the wardrobe this morning, Donnie?
There's a tag that is inside my shirt neck. Is rubbing that's bothering me.
Is it like this, the
you
bottom
feel
one
that?
here?
Yeah, it's like there's a tag or something. Yeah. You feel it? I can't breathe.
There is a tag.
You feel it?
Yeah,
It is.
that would bug me.
It's bugging me.
Yeah.
It really is.
Down and in, and Blash Able to draw a walk here with one down in the inning. And this inning continues for the Padres. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Rocky start for the native Rocky. You know, when the game, you love the stories about kids making it to the big leagues and all that stuff, but when it comes to game time, you want to get after them and be exactly what the Padres need.
I see what you did there.
See where I was going there?
Off the end of the bat, little dribbler for Hedges. Off the hill is Freeland. He'll throw to first base in time to get Hedges. Flash will take second base. So 1-3 on the putout. Blash to second. And the 8th hitter of the inning for the Padres coming up here in Eric Ibar.
Keep adding on. We know how quickly the league can change here and how the opposition can get a couple runs and get right back into it.
Well, they're going to intentionally walk here. Eric Ibar got the signal from Bud Black in the dugout. So Ibar will just head on down to first base. The new rule, you don't have to throw those 4 wide ones anymore. You just let the home plate umpire know you want to walk him intentionally. So quick that Zack Lee wasn't even on deck yet. So he is now coming out and getting his bat ready. This was intended to speed up the game, but if you don't have your on-deck hitter ready to go, then it's not going to speed up much.
Yeah, he should have been on deck.
So here is Zack Lee, the pitcher, out of the 9 spot. Runners at first and second. He'll take a rip at the first pitch, fouling it off to the right out of play.
He's rocking the old school stirrups, too.
Like that. 0 for 2 as a hitter in his career. Freeland taking a long time here. A tough first inning, facing the 9th batter of the inning so far. 4 have scored.
Do you know the story of stirrups and how they came about?
Actually don't.
Long time ago, back in the old 1800s, they were really heavy wool, and they wore them to protect their ankles and the lower part for slides. When guys would slide into bases, the heavy wool would kind of prevent the spikes from digging into your leg.
Story flips to second on the force out that ends the inning. A 4-run first inning, including a 2-run home run by Ryan Schimpf, his second of the year. What a start for the Padres, on top 4-0 after half an inning. The Padres with a 4-run first inning on top 4-0 as we check out the Colorado Rockies starting 9 for Bud Black. Charlie Blackmon in center field leading it off with DJ LeMahieu at second base. Carlos Gonzalez in right with Nolan Arenado at third base. Gerardo Parra at first base with Trevor Story, the shortstop. Alexi Amarista, the former Padre, in left field with Dustin Garneau doing the catching. And batting 8th, and Kyle Freeland, the pitcher, out of the 9 spot. Well, Zack Lee
on the mound today for the Padres.
Yeah, the 25-year-old Texan from Plano, Texas. He's got all 4 pitches. Former #1 pick, good athlete. Mentioned it in our open that he actually went to LSU, was taking snaps prior to the deadline for the draft because he was drafted by the Dodgers in the 11th hour, signed with the Dodgers, giving baseball a shot. He's got another shot at the big league level with San Diego.
One big league appearance came in 2015 when he was a Dodger. Went 4 2/3, gave up 7 runs and 11 hits, 15-2 loss. Traded to Seattle last June, then claimed off waivers by the Padres. His past offseason in December. At one point he was ranked as high as the number 45 prospect in BaseballMLB.com entering the 2012 season. And starts Charlie Blackmon with a strike. Last year AAA 27 starts, 7-14. Blackmon, LeMahieu, and Gonzalez here in the first inning.
A couple of things I'm going to look at with Zack Lee: the location of the fastball, I should say, and the velocity of that fastball.
Well, the other way, but foul. Well, defensively for the Padres today, left to right in the outfield. Jabari Blash in left getting the start with Manuel Margot in center. Hunter Renfroe around in right. Jankowski getting the day off, at least to start. Ryan Schiff at third, Eric Ibar at short, John Herbis Solarte at second, Will Myers at first, and Austin Hedges doing the catching. For Zack Lee. On the ground into the shift and through the shift into right field. Charlie Blackmon aboard to begin things here in the bottom of the first inning.
Threw a curveball that just caught too much of the plate. And we know that Charlie Blackmon, he's got good coverage of the plate. Right down to the swing path, middle in, and threads the needle on the shift.
So lead runner on here in the first inning, and it brings up DJ LeMahieu. Last year's batting title at .348. This year kind of off to a slow start at .188. Home run though, and 2 runs batted in. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and we'll take ball 1 up top.
So we got 3 LSU Tigers, right? Lee, Schiff, and DJ LeMahieu.
Padres infield, a double play depth here on LeMahieu. It is a tough lineup, this Colorado Rockies lineup, especially the top 4 with Blackmon, LeMahieu, Gonzalez, Arenado. Not easy at all. Blackmon aboard here to begin things. They'll check on him. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. More fans in the bleacher area up there, the upper deck bleacher area here than we had last night. Certainly the weather having something to do with that. Plenty of sunshine today, and bronzing out there in center field of the rock pile. Runner goes. Hitter swings. Ibar will not have a play at second. Does he still have a play at first? Yes, thanks to Will Myers, who digs it out of the dirt. Able to retire LeMahieu, but Bud Black had started the runner in Blackmon, and he's able to get to second base. Bobbled by Ibar, almost got nobody.
Well, it's happened many times, I'm sure, for Ibar. He's going to cover. Now he's got to redirect, okay? And the no panic. He tried to backhand it with the one hand, missed it. Now 2 hands. Hey, let's get an out. And a nice pick, as you mentioned, down by Will Myers over there at first base, picking up his shortstop nicely.
So 1 down, Blackmon in scoring position, and here is Carlos Gonzalez. Fastball up and in, that time missing. And another guy off to a slow start at the plate. Gonzalez 180 also. You got LeMahieu hitting at 188. You got Gonzalez hitting 188. You know those guys are not going to stay in that neighborhood very long.
Well, it looks like to me down that out of the get-go, Zack Lee has a couple of fastballs that he's using. The four-seamer, which is like 91-ish. And then the cut fastball, it kind of cuts a little bit, 88, 89. So that cut fastball, I think, can really be beneficial to a pitcher, especially against Colorado, the lineup with the lefties that they have, to try to get in on them.
Up and in, and it's 2-1 now to Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez got his first home run of the season on Tuesday. Right here against the Padres. Went the first 7 games without a home run. Slices this one foul back to the screen. 2-2.
And he'll chase. Zack Lee should put that pitch in his memory bank. Now it's 2 strikes. He went up the ladder.
Carlos Gonzalez had a very good WBC, hitting at 342. Three-time All-Star Carlos Gonzalez. Open stance to begin with. A little bit high, apparently.
Good idea, though, because he offered it the last one. Just missed.
Reaches out and hits a fly ball to center field. Manuel Margot there to make the catch. Bluffing as if he's going is Blackman. He remains at second base, and there are 2 outs here in the first inning. Well, it's out there fairly deep. Of course, it is 415 to straightaway center field, so lots of room out there. I wonder with the speed of Blackman whether or not he would try to get to third base on that fly out, but just to bluff to draw a throw. And there are now 2 outs in the inning. Well, Nolan Arenado with a home run last night's game, and he now has 3 on the year. Part of the victory last night for the Rockies. Difference in the game, in fact.
Serious power, you all know that, but he can be pitched to. We talked about this game 1 of this series. Last year, the Padres pitching staff pitched him extremely well.
3 homers, 5 runs batted in to go along with that hefty .324 batting average. Skips in. Nice job by Hedges to block that, and no advance at second base for Blackman.
The good thing for Zack Lee also, he's had 2 games to scout these Rocky hitters. And what was it that, remember that Arenado, you get him to 2 strikes? What do you throw him if you got 2 strikes?
Slider away?
In the dirt, yeah. Remember last night that happened.
Swing and a miss. Out of his shoes there on a 2-0 pitch. Thought he was going to get a fastball and did not. Home run last night coming in the 7th inning. And look at the breaking ball that he gets.
Little slider, yep. Now 2-1. Maybe throw him another slider. Or maybe something inside to jam him.
Gets the arms out of the way, and it was almost a strike. Leadoff single by Charlie Blackman got it started. Went to second on the ground out to short. Gonzalez flies out to center. 2 down. Runner at second base after a 4-run first inning for the Padres. Arenado fouls it off. Full count. Arenado not only good offensively, but he's won 4 consecutive Gold Glove awards. Starting third baseman in the World Baseball Classic for Team USA. Try to get him to chase. He does not, and takes ball 4 with 2 down here in the first inning. First base on balls allowed by Zack Lee today. Here comes Gerardo Parra. Not a very good start to the year. 375 with a home run, 6 runs batted in for Parra. 12 hits out of the gate, 12 for 32. One more than Nolan Arenado as far as hits go. And today getting the start at first base. Some in left field in each of the first 2 games of the series. Strike 1 on the curveball.
That's key early in the count. Breaking ball, runner in scoring position. A lot of hitters are going to come up, look for that number 1. Pulled the string for a strike.
Pretty good with runners in scoring position so far. Padres playing him to pull, not quite a shift. The 12 hits for Parra, tied for 3rd in the National League in that category. Blackman at second, Arenado at first. 2-1. Parra got his first home run of the year this past weekend. That was off Clayton Kershaw. Part of back-to-back home runs off Kershaw. And Parra, and then Mark Reynolds, part of a loss for Kershaw here against the Rockies.
Good pitch. And the reason why I say that, it's 2-1, it's a hitter's count. Zack Lee not afraid to try to bury something. Now this is either a fastball or a little cutter. Maybe that's a fastball. 93 in on the hands, nicely done.
Two outs, 2 on. 2-2 to Parra. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard and left. Fights it off, hits it on the ground to third. Ryan Schimpf races in, and low throw, but dug out by Myers at first to get out of the jam. 4-0 Padres after 1. Of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Manny Margot, an exciting player. We know about his defense, and he's making some noise with his bat as well. What is the common theme here? Crushing mistakes. Home runs off of Matt Cain down the middle of the plate. Not really overswinging, but just put good wood on it. And yesterday, another breaking ball. Now, after that at bat, you never really saw another breaking ball. It was strictly fastballs. So we'll see how Freeland goes after Manuel Margot, the left-hander. And the 4.11 on Margot in the rookie rankings up to this point.
Includes today's action already as he chops one out to short. Ibar Story on the hop, able to throw out Manuel Margot at first base. So 6-3 on the putout, 1 down. Margot 1 for 2 in the ball game so far today. Long first innings for both starters. 25 pitches in the first inning for both starters, but much different results. And most home runs against Colorado since 2015. Will Myers, second only to his former teammate Matt Kemp, who had 11.
You know, I look at that list. Jed Jerko, obviously with the Cardinals now, but out of the division, right? The other players, a lot of games in the division, being able to play here and have more chances at hitting the long ball.
Will Myers with a double his first time up, came around to score the second Padres run. Myers with 15 hits on the year. Most that he's accrued in the first 10 games for any season he's ever played in. Second most hits he's had in the first 10 games. 12 in 2015. On the ground, back up the middle, and under the glove of DJ LeMahieu into center field. Will Myers is 2 for 2.
Hockey suit.
Yeah, Kyle Freeland looked like he was trying to kick at it on the way by.
Well, the left-hander Freeland kind of spins a little bit. We'll take a look. Okay, after the release, he's fallen off towards just a little bit of the third base side. Gets out of the way of that one.
1 out, 1 on. Jan Hervis Solarte. A single to right in the first inning. Getting his second look at Kyle Freeland. Not waiting around. Hits a 2-hopper to short and a second for 1. On to first for 2. Double play that wraps up the second inning for Kyle Freeland. 4-0 Padres after an inning and a half.
Nothing Padres lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And look at Jared Weaver last night. He was very successful pitching in with the breaking ball. What does that do? It sets up the changeup away. Charlie Blackmon way out in front of that ball. Hey, anytime that you go 6 innings and allow only 2 earned runs in this ballpark, you're doing something successful. Jared Weaver did it last night by pitching in off the plate. That allowed him to have a little bit more breathing room away where these Rockies hitters like to get their arms extended. Hopefully that's part of Zack Lee's game plan today. We'll find out, guys.
A great outing last night for Jared Weaver in his first outing right here at Coors Field. Remarkably, in his 12-year career, never pitched here prior to last night, but did so successfully. And look at the line for Weaver. Could have gone deeper, certainly, in the game. 74 pitches, but his spot in the order came up with a couple of guys on and a chance to get some runs. So Andy Green hit for him as Ibar throws out Trevor Story. One shortstop throwing out another for the first out here at the bottom of the second inning. So one down brings up Alexi Amarista. Saw some Amarista during spring training. He was playing in the infield, but mostly in the outfield for the Rockies, and that's where we have seen him in this series.
And we know all about his versatility as a former Padre. Late inning double switches.
Check swing, very defensive swing at that. Fouls it back off the screen.
That's a nice break for a pitcher when you make a pitch like that, because if taken a ball, but it evens the count at 1-1 rather than 2-0.
Last year, 65 games for the Padres.
I just thought of a look-alike for Zack Lee with the whole uni.
What do you got?
With the stirrups and everything. Bedrock. Steve Bedrosian.
Huh.
Remember Bedrock?
I do, former Brave. Center field, falling fast. Margot coming in to make the catch. So the soft line out, 2 down here in the second. I'll remind you, the day after the Padres score 5 or more runs, get 50% off any regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Enter promo code Padres5.
1 run away.
Yep, a chance today. Good start. 4 runs in the first. Dustin Garneau coming up here with 2 down in the second inning. Saw him come off the bench in last night's game. Gets the start today, the day game after the night game, and the finale of this series. Garneau at 273 on the season so far. Home run batted in. Now and then the pitcher's spot expected. Kyle Freeland on deck here for the Rockies.
Fastball away.
Goes out, tries to get it, but fouls it off down the right field line.
He threw that one exactly where he wanted it. Austin Hedges' glove did not even move. Fastball away. 2 strikes. If it's off the plate, that's okay.
Looks like they're going out there again.
Yeah, breaking ball here.
And a swing and a miss. First strikeout for Zack Lee of the day. Enjoys a 1-2-3 second and a 4-0 lead at the end of 2 from Coors Field. right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. As a 4-0 start for the Padres today, all 4 runs coming in the first inning, and Hunter Renfroe has fouled a pitch off to begin things here in the third. Renfroe, Schimpf, and Blash featured in the inning. Much different second inning for both starters as far as pitch count goes. 7 pitches by Freeland to get through the Padres quickly in the second, and then Zack Lee had a 1-2-3 inning, 10 pitches after both starters through 25 the first inning. A little pop up down from first comes Parra, and he'll make the catch in fair ground. Now Ryan Schimpf coming up, and of course he homered back in the first inning. Part of the 4-run attack, a 2-run shot, and for Ryan Schimpf, his second home run of the year.
And second home run off a lefty this year. Both his home runs coming off left-handers. That's a good sign.
He's been walking a lot too. 8 walks on the year, only behind Bryce Harper and tied with Adam Eaton of the Nationals. And Schimpf and Jabari Blash here in the inning. On the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
I saw a great tweet about Kyle Freeland the other day. Had him as a baby in a Colorado Rockies onesie.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
It was really cool. Of course, being born here in Denver, growing up here. Now he's pitching for his hometown big league team.
I'm talking about the Padres facing lefties coming into this game. They're hitting at just 138 against left-handed pitching. There is strike 3 right on that outside corner. First strikeout for Kyle Freeland. 2 down here in the third inning.
Well, the one thing that he was doing nicely, his start here earlier at Coors Field, was really hitting his spots. In that last outing, 22 called strikes. So that tells you something.
Only got 7 swinging strikes. That is a strike over the inside corner to Jabari Blash. What does that tell you when you get all those called strikes?
That he's getting an account to where the hitters are one of 2 things. A, guessing something else, or 2, can't hit it. That's what that tells me.
59 fastballs in that first start, 21 sliders, 14 changeups, only 1 curveball against the Dodgers. Number 8 overall pick in 2014. Skips in, evens at 2-2 to Jabari Blash. Big surprise for the Padres last night, at least for us. After the game, Luis Perdomo scratched from his start today, so Zack Lee getting the start. Inflammation in his right shoulder for Perdomo, and second guy that was in the initial rotation on the year to go on the DL. Along with Trevor Cahill. There's strike 3. Jabari Blash down by way of the K. Padres down in order, but lead 4-0. Fox Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino. Sign up for the Padres Club Card today. By Jack in the Box, introducing the new Brunch Fest menu. It's brunch time anytime at Jack in the Box. And by Tough Turtle Turf, the industry's only lifetime turf. Back in Denver, Colorado, the finale of this 3-game series. First series of the season series between the Padres and the Rockies, and first of 3 trips here for San Diego. Kyle Freeland, the pitcher, leading it off here for the Rockies in the home half of the 3rd inning. Zack Lee. And starting games in El Paso, so he's been stretched out. Freeland 1 for 2 so far in the young season. First game against the Dodgers. And Zack Lee has retired 4 in a row, 6 of the last 7.
You know, sometimes this afternoon, Laz Diaz, the home plate umpire, that strike zone starting to swell a little bit.
Last inning, I thought, especially against Padres hitters. And for Freeland, back-to-back Ks of Schimpf and Blash, both called 3rd strikes. And there it is again, a little bit outside maybe, but 2-2.
Keep going out there.
Yep, why not? He's going to call it a strike.
Keep widening that strike zone, because eventually the hitters will have to swing and protect like that.
As Freeland does right there. Full count here. Manuel Margot about straight away in center field. Got himself pretty much lined up with the woods out there. 4:15 mark. Fouled off to the left out of play.
Huge gap in right center.
Yeah. So you got to figure out where you are in comparison to the woods when you're the center fielder. Where do I stand?
So based on where the shrubbery is?
Right, where the woods are and where I'm going to stand.
Left of the evergreen.
Fouled off to the left. Freeland turning in a pretty good AB here. Fouling some pitches off.
Up to this point, you just try to, if it's close, try to play some pepper. Just putting the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the 2nd strikeout for Zack Lee. First out of the bottom of the 3rd inning.
This Saturday on FS1, your San Diego Padres travel to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Braves at the brand new SunTrust Park. Don't miss the action Saturday at 4 Pacific on FS1 or streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Well, for FS1 in San Diego, these are the channels you can watch a game on Saturday.
Cox 26.
Right side, diving at second base. Solarte from one knee, able to throw out Charlie Blackmon. Nice play by Yangervis Solarte.
Great reaction right off the bat. 1-2, it's a 3-hopper. Even throwing away from the play, the momentum going towards center field. Solarte, suave for the big out.
6 in a row retired by Zack Lee, and now DJ LeMahieu coming up. Grounded out to shortstop in the 1st inning, 0 for 1.
By the way, I talked to Eduardo Ortega in the hallway.
Yep.
Talked about his triple call or his cycle call for Will Myers.
To find out what?
I said,
rah.
Yeah.
Man.
I said, Eduardo, ¿qué pasa? Cuidado. I said, hey, what was rah? And he goes, it's just like hooray, hooray, hooray. Way to go. Yeah.
I
So I said, okay, I like it.
Great.
Me gusta mucho.
It was 10 times better than my smack that I was throwing out there. I mean, this was really good.
The only thing that I got out of that from Eduardo is what he said. Did he say, este triple?
Yes. At least once.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, his was much more exciting than mine. Tremendous.
Love listening to Eduardo.
At the end, Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Love that. And it sounds so cool when he does it. If I were to scream, hooray, 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 at the end of a call, it would be brutal. Here it is.
It's Myers! It's Myers! Rah, rah, rah!
Can you imagine? Me go, hooray, hooray, hooray. Sounds brutal.
Is it going to have the same flair?
But Eduardo sounds so cool.
Yeah.
There he is.
There's the Cuidado kid. Numero uno. Cuidado, Eddie. How you feeling? Come on. Wave. Eduardo?
He is locked in right now. He can't listen to you.
He's usually watching the monitor, too.
He's got Carlos Gonzalez at the plate right now. Takes a pitch up high. 2 down. DJ LeMahieu just walked, second walk. He's focused, man. He can't be listening to you. Which is a challenge anyway, and I'm sitting next to you. In the air, struck pretty well out towards left center field, but it's a big outfield here at Coors Field. Manuel Margot takes care of out number 3. We played 3, 4-0 Padres. The game as the Padres enjoy a 4-0 advantage, and this Padre fan happy to see the score right now.
Oh yeah, wearing the hat proudly amongst the Colorado Rocky.
The All-Star logo on the side from last year, of course.
Amongst the Rocky fans, meet some new friends.
A beautiful day here today in Denver.
Isn't
Lots
it
of
gorgeous?
sunshine.
This is
I don't see any clouds.
Me either. I think on the corner of 17th and Blake there might be some clouds though.
Over there?
Yeah, over that area.
So I can't say there's not a cloud in the sky. I can't make that statement. Oh. On the ground down the third baseline, and Hedges going to be aboard, and it will likely be a base hit. Austin Hedges, who had been 0 for his first 24, legs out a dribbler down the third baseline. Arenado couldn't field it cleanly, and that'll be a base hit for Austin Hedges.
And you know, I'm surprised they got to get that baseball. I mean, I'm serious. In the game of baseball, his teammates are on the top step. They're kind of clapping for him. I think one of his teammates should get that baseball and present it to him as his first hit. Surprised they didn't throw it out.
Now Eric Ibar will take ball 1. They had to feel for him.
Yeah.
Very frustrating, and he hit some balls hard right at people and was 0 for 24 to start the year.
And you won't hear one bit of negativity coming out of his mouth. He just goes about his business.
Ground ball to short. Trevor Story going to try and start it. The second for one on to first for two. Second 6-4-3 double play turned today by the Rockies. So 2 down. Zack Lee, the starting pitcher, coming up here for the Padres. Got it into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Freeland has been much better since that first inning. Just a rocky start for the Rocky starter. Little dribbler in front of the plate, and the catcher Garneau is out there to throw out Zack Lee. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Padres on top 4-0. Tonight, as the Arizona Diamondbacks off to a fantastic start under Torey Lovullo, and a kind of a face plant out there by Gorkys Hernandez, who went in hard. This one kicks away. They'll end up at third base, giving the D-backs a 4-3 victory over the Giants. And it's been a tough start for San Francisco. They're just 3-6, but the Diamondbacks now 7-2 with that victory last night. And great start for them.
Well, they've got some offense, and we talk about A.J. Pollock. We talk about Jake Lamb having the night. Paulie Goldschmidt, they call him Goldie in the desert. Greinke looking for a bounce-back year. Patrick Corbin, a stellar ERA at 1.8. Franchise best start, as you mentioned, on 7-2 for the Snakes. Tell us a little bit about Torey Lovullo.
He is a tremendous guy, and of course, when John Farrell a couple years ago, 2015, underwent cancer treatments, Torey Lovullo got a chance to manage for the first time at the end of that season, which was really kind of a 6-week, 7-week period. And he did a terrific job as kind of the beginning of the Mookie Betts, and just a tremendous guy and a very good manager, and a chance there to get Xander Bogaerts as well, and Jackie Bradley Jr. A lot of those guys had come up at that point and really turned them into what was a tough season into a great situation. He knew he was going to manage somewhere very soon, and he opted to stay with John Farrell. And John Farrell came back as his bench coach for 1 year, but that was it. And I think he's going to be a very good major league manager.
Because his name was being thrown out there for years.
Mentioned with the Padres as well at one point, too.
Yeah. He's going to have a good career.
This one foul back to the screen for strike one. I think the Diamondbacks are doing this year what it is they're expected to do last year. When you think about it, going into that year, they got Greinke, spent some money. They had Gene Segura, who had a very good year. He's now since moved on to Seattle, but they're playing good baseball. Oh, one pitch. I'll tell you something you don't know about Torey Lovullo.
He's a UCLA guy. Right?
Well, there's that. He's from Southern California, but his dad was a producer on the show Hee Haw.
Was he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Little tidbit.
That's a nice little nugget.
Yeah, little nugget for you. I just don't roll in here and
Roy Clark.
balls and strikes. Oh, yeah.
Minnie Pearl.
Yeah, it was a great show. I used to watch it with my grandpa. Arenado leading it off here in the inning and cranking one down the right field line that will head foul.
How's that tag treating you?
It is killing.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is it this one?
Yes. It's like right on the back, and it's like goes across, and it's long, and oh god. In the air to deep left, it is hooking foul. Arenado did not get enough of it.
That thing won't come off.
No, it's not coming off. You know why? Because I think it's like sewn in.
Is it?
It's a new shirt, and it's like a 3-inch tag. But I think
it's killing you.
Is it drawing blood back there yet? He got it off, but I think he took my neck with it.
60% cotton, 40% polyester, single needle tailoring.
Oh my God.
I hope you feel better. Enjoy the game. You're going to feel like $100. You're good. You're good the rest of the day.
Arenado has walked for the second time today. And that is the third walk given up by Zack Lee, lead runner on. You're really strong. You know that?
Feel better?
It does feel better.
See?
It does. Now at the front of my neck, I'm starting to feel better about that too. That was tough, but I feel okay now. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
You're strong, like bull. Lead runner on as Gerardo Parra stands in on the left side.
How about a nice little two-seamer away, something off speed to induce a grounder to get a double play for Zack Lee. Shift on the right. Outfield the opposite way.
Fly ball off the bat of Parra into center field, and Margot's got room. Big outfield. 4:15. The straightaway center. One down here in the inning.
How about the first pitch change up there? Nice pitch.
Closed captioning for today's game is brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel. Zack Lee's made some good pitches in this game. He does not appear to be a guy who's making just his second major league start. He's very comfortable out there.
Working well with Austin Hedges behind the plate. He's executing pitches. And I'm sure Darren Balsley and he were sitting in an office in the clubhouse before this game going over the lineup. Like I said, he's been able to see the Rocky lineup 2 nights before this start.
Story off to a 4-for-29 start to begin the year. Back in the lineup after Christian Adames got the start at shortstop on Tuesday. 13 strikeouts in those 28 at bats so far for Story. Black saying yesterday he was not alarmed by Story's strikeout rate so far. Just gave him a night off and putting Adames at shortstop, but Story came off the bench to pinch hit. Swings here and hits a fly ball towards Margot, battling the sun out there in center, but he'll make the catch for out number 2. He's kind of using his glove to shade the sunshine. 2 down.
Manuel's getting a workout out there.
He's very busy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 putouts out there in center field so far through 3 2/3. Would you like the quick math on the fly? Huh? 2 down.
Good. Well, it's your neck. It's feeling better.
I feel so much better. It's roomier.
60-40, huh?
Is that what it is? I didn't realize there was polyester in there, huh? Quite a bit. You see how that would hurt, though? I mean, that is a big tag. I mean, there are tags, and then there's this thing.
And this tag where it was, the T-shirt won't cover it up. Because I wear a T-shirt underneath my dress shirts.
Yeah. He's just grinding. Could you help me? It's like getting a thorn out. Here's a throw to first, and diving back to the bag safely.
I love watching Austin Hedges do that. Did he get his hand on the hitter, like on the follow-through?
He's hurt. Andy Green and Paul Navarro coming out here to check on him, the trainer.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if Amarista got him on the backswing.
Because it didn't look like there was any contact there on the throw.
And we were kind of blocked out by Austin on that backswing from Amarista. I think on the backswing it may have gotten him. Watch the throwing hand of Austin Hedges. Oh, you know what? He did get it on the bat. On the follow through, Amarista's bat was in the way. Did you see that?
Yes. Yep. Good news is it looks like he is all right as stays in the game here with 2 down. Amarista with a count of 1-1. Arenado walked to begin the inning, still at first with 2 down in the inning. Strike call, and it's 1-2. And the look here. Oh, yeah.
On the wrist.
Yeah, a little bit higher than I thought.
Yeah.
He's still kind of messing with it, stretching it out.
Yeah, you really couldn't tell from those first 2 angles.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Amarista. 3rd strikeout for Zack Lee through 4-0 Padres.
I think the mentality of pitching here that's different than maybe other places. That's really critical. I think you really have to have the right guys mentally. And that's something that the organization, I think, is really focused on the last number of years. I know that Jeff Breidish, the general manager in his 3rd year here, has focused on that. I know our scouts, our decision makers have focused on that at a pretty high degree.
That's Buddy Black talking about the resiliency that you need to have as a pitcher here at Coors Field. It's not about being perfect in this ballpark. It's about being resilient. It's about putting your ego aside and understanding you may not throw perfect innings, but so far the Padres starters, it hasn't been an issue. Cozart, Weaver, now Zack Lee today, all doing a great job of keeping the Rockies in the ballpark, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Bob, as Manuel Margot leads it off. We talked about this a little bit before, but I mean, I think it would be a great advantage. I know that Bud Black has been a manager for a long time, but was also an extremely good pitching coach for a long time prior to that. So, I mean, there has to be some advantage to that. Finally having a pitching coach here as the manager.
Absolutely, and I think it's on part of the manager and the pitching coach to realize I think you've got to have a pitching coach that is willing to accept a manager who was a pitching coach like Bud Black to intervene.
Trevor Story on the high hop off the bat of Margot, who was out number 1 here, the 5th inning.
You know, I'm a firm believer that Bud Black is going to delegate to the pitching coach and, hey, do what you need to do to get these guys ready. But a pitching coach should say, hey, buddy, any suggestions, I'm all ears. I mean, it's a two-way street. Got a game break coming up, St. Louis at Washington, the nation's capital. Birds and Nats.
How did Darren Balsley work with Bud Black over the years?
I think that Darren was pretty much on his own to do what he wanted. And from what Darren told me, Darren does a lot of work. We all know that. He knows what he's doing. And I think Buddy knew that. So he was kind of just like, okay, I trust you enough to where our pitchers are in good hands with you. But, you know, pitchers talk. You know, Scan and I talk baseball. We talk pitching all the time, right? So in that scenario, if we were coaches or stuff, he was manager, I was pitching coach, you know, each of us would give our input. It's not like they separate themselves all the time. They're always talking.
Always kind of wondered if it would be tough to be a pitching coach with a manager who was a very good pitching coach before. Kind of like the Mike Scioscia situation, being a catcher for the Angels over the years. I would think that would be difficult, having Mike Scioscia's resume as a catcher. You'd expect a lot from his catchers, I would think.
I think of catchers, pitching coaches, Norm Sherry back in the day, caught Sandy Koufax.
Right.
And of course Dave Duncan.
Right.
Probably the
Tony
most
LaRussa.
famous, right?
Yeah. I think about the managers that have come from Mike Scioscia's coaching staff. Bud Black is on there. Joe Madden, another guy that was on the coaching staff for a while. Ron Renicky. (3-1) to Myers. He is grounded foul. Full count. Myers now. Solarte next. 5th inning. Padres doing all the damage so far in this game. In the first inning, 4 runs. Sending 9 men to the plate. They've heard Laz Diaz. Full count here. 3-2 to Will Myers. And that's ball 4. Myers down to first base, on for the 3rd time today. 3rd walk given up by Freeland. Let's time out for the timeless moment, brought to you by Coors Banquet. Both Will Venable with a triple and Kyle Blanks with a double come up 1 hit shy of the cycle in a Padres 17-2 win over the Braves at Petco Park on this date back in 2010. Of course, the Padres here at Coors Field with 2 cycles. Matt Kemp, and now more recently Will Myers.
Yeah, hunker down here because it can change in a heartbeat. Runs come in bunches. You'll see some very wild and wacky stuff here.
Solarte kind of taking all the way there and takes a strike. And Hervis has singled to right, scored a run. And last time up had the misfortune of grounding into a 6-4-3 double play. Kyle Freeland has induced 2 double plays in this game. 0-2 now to Solarte. I mentioned there have been quite a few here at Coors Field. Some of the more recent cycles. And the 2 at the bottom, of course, Padres. 15 total here, all time at Coors Field. But I guess that's not that big a surprise because of the size of this ballpark.
And the dimensions, the big outfield. The triple comes into play big time.
Solarte, a little dribbler that is a foul ball. Plate umpire Laz Diaz calling it foul as Rockies thought they're going to turn 2 there, but Garneau picked it up in foul ground. So Myers back to first. Solarte will be coming back in the box on the right side. Outfield deep end straight away here on Solarte. 2 home runs on the year for Jan Hervis. Myers back to the bag at first. Not a very big lead. Not a problem getting back either.
Ooh, snap throw. Step off snap throw.
The real move there. It's not kind of a soft toss first time over.
A courtesy move, kind of just to lull you asleep.
Parr kind of fanned on the first tag. If he had gotten him on the back, may have gotten him. Freeland backing off. Valencia, Venezuela, and Hervis Solarte. Reaches out and sends one to center. Blackman coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in for a hit. Up to second base goes Myers, and Solarte has his second hit of the day.
Look at Jan Hervis with his arm around Johnny Washington. All right, I tell you what, that's protecting right there. And with the way the outfielders play here, you don't hit it off the sweet spot. He dumps in there for the single. Be nice for the Padres to at least get a couple this inning.
2 on, 1 away, and Hunter Renfroe. Give you a couple in a hurry. Renfroe today has been quiet, everything in the air so far. Flying out to center field in the first, popping out to the first baseman in the third. To right field, and Gonzalez going back. It's going to be over his head and off the scoreboard. Coming around is Myers. He will score. Solarte stops at third, and Hunter Renfroe has driven in another run for the Padres, who lead it 5-0. Liner off the scoreboard and right. Never got all that far off the ground. Hot shot out there, and the Padres lead it 5-0.
See what Gonzalez did there? He deked the runners. It's like on the home run the other day. He deked the runners, and I'm guessing he did that so the runners didn't take off. Like he was going to be camped, so they have to tag up. He then turns around, plays to Karam, and gets the ball in. Padres add on.
Steve Foster, the pitching coach, out there to talk to Kyle Freeland. He's been pitching very well since the tough first inning, but relinquishes a run here in the fifth. Walk's never a good thing, and with 1 out, he walked Will Myers to get it all started. Solarte the single, Renfroe an RBI single.
Okay, runners at first and second, right? Watch Gonzalez in right, top of your right screen. He goes for it, and it looks like he kind of squares up a little bit, like he's going to anticipate to catch it. Runners have to hold their ground. But he dekes them, turns around, plays the carom, gets them off.
First and third with 1 out. Ryan Schimpf hit a 2-run home run in the first inning, then struck out looking in the third. th pitch of the outing for Kyle Freeland. First to throw to first, and Renfroe back to the bag.
You know, regarding that Gonzalez play, it was just an instant, and that's what I caught. It wasn't like he was camped under it, but it looked like he gave the illusion to me like he was squared up with his glove side towards the infield, like he was going to catch the line drive and then play in the Karen. You ask 10 different people, you get probably 12 different opinions on it, but that's what I kind of gathered from the way Gonzalez played that one.
I didn't see him at all, so I don't have one of those opinions.
Yeah.
I looked up, I was watching the ball.
Yeah, I always watch the outfielder.
Do you?
Yeah. Because he's got a pretty good read on it. If it's going to go back, he's going to go back. If he comes in on it.
He could DQ like he did. Throw to first. Back to the bag is Renfroe.
I don't see too many outfielders doing that, though. He's like the only one. You're not buying it.
No.
I always watch the outfielders.
If you watch the outfielders, a lot of times you get into trouble as play-by-play guy because they will do that.
That's not what I learned at analyst camp.
I think you should go back. As it is lifted in the air down the left field line, and that ball's going to be foul. Let's take a look. Now, I never looked at the outfielder. I was watching the ball, but let's see.
See how it looks like
where
it
does he
squares
camp?
up like right there. Just for a little bit? No? Okay.
I think he just realized he couldn't catch it and
All right.
went over his head.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much. Smell wood burning?
You're imagining things.
Yeah. Yeah.
2-2 is in the air to right field. Gonzalez going back, battling the sun. Shy of the track, he'll make the catch onto the edge of the track and plenty deep enough for Solarte to tag and jog on home with the 6th Padres run of the day. It's 6-0 San Diego, and another RBI for Ryan Schimpf. Deep fly out to right field for Schimpf.
Just enough to elevate, and once again, a nice easy swing. Not trying to do too much. Outer half. Got underneath it. See, now there he's camped.
He battled the sun there.
Yeah.
And look away at the end. Looks like we're going to have a double switch here as Freeland's day is over. Dulo coming into the game and Marista coming out, but Black with a double switch. Jordan Lyles has been warming up in the pen. 6-0 Padres. On Fox Sports San Diego, you can relive the cycle hit by Will Myers here in Colorado. Have a replay of it tomorrow and Sunday. Followed by some playoff hockey, first round of the Stanley Cup Finals as the Ducks Live will get you ready at 7 p.m. for Ducks Flames first round action. And then Ducks Live post game. A chance to see Will Myers cycle again the entire game. Again on Sunday as well. Jordan Lyles in here to pitch to Jabari Blash. with 2 outs in the 5th inning.
Trying to stop the bleeding for these Rockies while the Padres trying to add on his 3rd game.
Pitching change brought to you by El Cajon Ford.
Fastball, changeup, cutter, slider, curveball. Pretty fastball heavy. Curveball, man, it's kind of like just a show me pitch.
Al Freeland gone after 4 2/3. So far, charged with 6 runs. That's great moss.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
It's a mop. It's
We
like
had
a
no idea.
parakeet.
We had no idea it was all stuffed into his hat.
It's like a parakeet with the.
So envious.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it.
Because then I could have a man bun, which I've always wanted. Can't grow.
A man bun.
2-1. On the ground towards 3rd. Arenado scoops it up, throws on the run, and in time to get Jabari Blash. Nicely done. 2 more runs for the Padres. They take a 6-0 lead. All right, guys, thanks very much, Mike and Mark, as we head here to the bottom of the 5th inning. A lot of fun here so far today, 6-0. Padres have the lead for Zack Lee, trying to get through the 5th inning here in his 2nd major league start. 8-9-1 coming up here for the Rockies. Well, the best crowd of the series here today for this finale day baseball in Colorado. And again, how great was it to have the 126,000 fans who came out to Petco Park for the opening series, largest opening series in Petco Park history. It was great. Fly ball to right field, where Renfroe will make the catch out there, headed towards the line for the first out of the inning. So far, so good for Zack Lee.
69 pitches. I think that's 70 pitches for Zack Lee. What's he doing? I really like the slider down and away. At times he's coming in off the plate with the cut fastball into the lefties. And I've noticed, we noticed that Manuel Margot getting a lot of action out in center field. The off-speed pitches that the Rockies really can't stay back on and take a good swing working underneath it, therefore the fly ball. He's in complete control, and with this lead, 6-0, hey, be aggressive. Be aggressive. Go right after him.
As part of the double switch, Stephen Cardulo in the game here and batting for the first time. Flies one to right center field, and Margot there to make the catch. Scanlon, what are you seeing from Zack Lee so far in this game?
You know, a lot of what Mark Grant was talking about, his command has been really impressive, and I think some of it has to do maybe with some of the work that he and Darren Balsley did on his lower half during spring training, trying to use the lower body a little bit more. It caused his stride to lengthen out, which in turn gave his arm a little bit more time to get into a consistent release point. He's been outstanding at being able to get the ball to both sides of the plate when he wants to, and especially down and away on the glove side, which, Mud, as you know, can be the toughest place to get to unless you have that good release point, consistent arm slot. So it's all looking good for Zack Lee.
Yeah, you know what, Bob, to elaborate on that, I just noticed when Zack Lee, he goes from like the middle third base side of the rubber. So you're right. So down and away to a righty, down and in. See where he is here, and he's got to get that release point here. He's doing a fine job at doing just that.
And Charlie Blackmon batting for the third time today. Single to right field to first. He's got the only hit today off Zack Lee. Padres out hitting the Rockies 8-1 in this game. Fly ball headed towards the gap in left center field. Blash on the run, and that ball's going to one hop up into the seats. A ground rule double to left center field. Second hit of the day for the Rockies. Charlie Blackmon has them both.
It was a changeup. Well, Charlie Blackmon, he went down and got it. Just gives you an idea. Sounded like it was kind of off the end of the bat just a little bit on a changeup, and yet it hits on the track at one of the farthest points in those gaps to where it comes to a point out there in left center field.
So 2 down, Blackmon at second base, and DJ LeMahieu now bats. Pretty dramatic shift on here for LeMahieu, who takes strike one. It's the most dramatic we've seen in the series.
Yeah, we've seen this last year quite a bit. Infield playing him just a little bit on the pull side because Ibar is a little closer to second base.
Well, looks like it's going to work out as Margot coming from right center to about straight away center and makes the catch that ends the inning. Blackmon left at second. It's 6-0 San Diego. Summary, and what a start for the Padres in this game. In the first inning, they score 4 times. Will Myers with a double that scores Manuel Margot. Then Yangervis Solarte gets into the act with a single to right field. That would score Will Myers. Ryan Schimpf with a 2-run home run. A 4-0 first as they sent 9 men to the plate, scored 4 times. Back at it in the 5th inning. This one is going to be off the wall. And scoring is Will Myers coming in from second base. Renfroe picking up the RBI. And long single for Renfroe. And Austin Hedges batting for the third time today. Got his first hit of the year in the fourth inning.
Well, now they're going to come in bunches, right? After that little squibbler down the third base line.
Going to relax a little bit.
You're hoping that Austin Hedges now starts squaring some. Oh, he has some squared up balls hit right at people, but now hopefully they find the hole and they find the gap. Maybe even over the fence.
Swing and a miss, and Hedges strikes out to open up the sixth inning. Third strikeout for Rockies pitching. Jordan Lyles got the final out of the fifth inning. First out here of inning number 6.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
You have trouble sleeping here?
No. Actually,
Really? The altitude doesn't get to you?
No, it didn't bother me at all.
All right.
You?
Yeah.
Heard something about you going to bed at 3:30. I thought it was that you were out clubbing again or something.
No. So take a look at the Rockies covered in snow. Beautiful scenery here.
So you feel because of the elevation you're having trouble sleeping?
Yes. Beds are too soft, pillows too soft. Other than that, life is good.
Too soft?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not a hotel snob. I'm not. As long as there's water pressure in the shower, the bed's not bad. I'm just kidding. I love the hotels we're staying in. I do.
Well, you're no longer at this one, so you can sleep when we get to Atlanta. After the ball game today, team traveling to Atlanta with an off day tomorrow. So you can sleep all day.
What are you doing on your off day?
Probably a lot of
Lounging?
preparation for the Atlanta Braves series. Like the big 4-game series. Swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher, Garno, and he's got to throw him out, and does. Ibar strikes out 2 Ks for Jordan Lyles.
MLB.com at bat is your #1 mobile app for live Padres baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Padres home screen icons, app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today.
2 down here in the 6th inning. Here's Zack Lee pitching a gem here today for the Padres in a spot start, and for their injured right-hander Luis Perdomo placed on the DL yesterday, and he's done a great job. 0 for 2 at the plate. Chopped up over the mound, LeMahieu. Second baseman throws off balance, but in time to get Zack Lee. And the Padres are raced in the top of the 6th inning. 5.5 done from Coors Field. 6-0 San Diego.
You can stream them live on your mobile device with Fox Sports Go, presented by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Download the app and take Padres baseball wherever you go. You've got to have it. I've got it. Don, do you have it?
I do.
It's really a nice app.
What do you got available to you
Well,
here?
there's tons of soccer. There's UFC. There's Padres baseball. It's all right here in the palm of your hand.
If you have a big phone like yours, it's outstanding.
Yeah. And, yeah. I'm trying to find Padres, but I can't.
You're in the Denver zip code, I think. Again.
Is that why?
Yeah. Check out, see if you can get. I'd love to help you, but.
Oh, there it is. I got it. It was my fault. Very easy access.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Zack Lee back on the mound. 77 pitches deep. He's not allowed to run to a good hitting team, the Colorado Rockies, in a good hitting ballpark. He's got 3, 4, and 5 to deal with here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carlos Gonzalez 0 for 2 today. Slide out to center twice. Well, Margot both times up to the task out there in center. High strike call, 2-1. 2 hits allowed today by Zack Lee through the first 5 innings. For Charlie Blackmon, a single in the first, a double in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Good cut there. Got him off balance.
That's an 82-mile-an-hour changeup. Good arm action, too. It's exactly where he wants to leave it, just at the knees or below.
Close pitch, framed there by Hedges, but a tad high. And Carlos Gonzalez on to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4th walk allowed by Zack Lee. 2 of them belonging to the gentleman digging in on the right side right now, Nolan Arenado. Walked in the 1st, walked in the 4th inning. Zack Lee's been very careful in dealing with him, and you can understand why. One of the game's best and hitting a cool .324 to begin the year.
Got Torres up in the pen for San Diego. Jose Torres warming for the Padres.
First action of the day for either side. A 1 to Arenado will have to wait to throw to first base, and back is Gonzalez. Manuel Margot from left center to right center. Big gap out there in left center field for Arenado.
There's that gap you're talking about, and they'll probably pitch him away, and hopefully he hits the ball that way in the air. Weak fly ball to center field. Or to right center. He's pitching his little heart out this afternoon.
85 pitches. Walked first batter here in the 6th inning, but one of the 2 hits that he's allowed on the day. Look out. Arenado very late to react, and down he goes.
He wanted to go inside. Austin Hedges was set up inside, and you know what? If that happens, if it gets away, That happens. There's no intent there. He doesn't want to hit Nolan Arenado. And Arenado doing the right thing, spinning, showing the name and number towards the pitcher. There's a two-seam fastball.
I was just surprised by how late he reacted.
I'm just
almost like he didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm just amazed how guys can get out of the way so quickly. It just amazes me. Hot smashes back to the pitchers like right at their noggin, and they get the glove up somehow. It's just. Remember, he'll chase the slider down and away with 2 strikes. So what kind of sign Austin Hedges is getting from the bench there. Slider.
Arenado fouls it off to the right, protecting the plate.
He likes to offer that pitch, doesn't he?
Yes.
Now let's see if he goes back to the slider and Austin Hedges kind of taps the ground with his glove saying, hey, get it down there. Because that's exactly what happened to Arenado last night in the 8th inning. Oh, curveball here. There's a slider. Oh, he wanted to.
Full count now. Arenado has already walked twice today. And Zack Lee has walked the first batter here in the 6th inning.
Hey, you threw a 2-2 to go 3-2. Why not throw it again? Another slider here.
Fly ball, center field, as Margot wanders in and over towards right center and makes the catch for the first out. So Lee comes back to get Arenado for the first out of the 6th inning.
Well, that last one, Nolan Arenado is really ticked. We're going to get to that pitch, but it all started with a little cut fastball away. Now, is he constantly trying to pitch him away? Yes, but there's the one that really made him dance a little bit. Now, the one I'm going to get to late here, see, those are a nasty pitcher's pitches, right? But watch the mistake he misses and works underneath to pop up. Consistently, right there. Look at that. 84 right down the middle.
Pitching change here from Coors Field in Colorado. 6-0 Padres. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by the all-new 2017 Subaru Impreza. Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru. By Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Back in Denver, Colorado, as Jose Torres in the game here for the Padres with 1 out in the 6th inning. Gonzalez at first, Parra the batter. And he bunts at it, can't get it for strike 1.
Well, Jose was in the ballgame on Monday. First game of this series. He was also in the 6th inning. Pitch an inning. A hit, a run, a strikeout. Already his 6th game. And the strikeouts are there. 9 and 5 1/3.
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball away. And the Rockies hitless with men on base today. 0 for 7 in that category.
That's making your pitches big time. Zack Lee and now Torres. Try to leave them out there stranded.
Meanwhile, offensively, the Padres 5 for 11 with runners on base today. 455. Infield stacking it up defensively on a shift. Close pitch, but called a ball. Coming into today, the Padres with runners on base were hitting at just 183, and left a lot of guys on, and today getting timely hitting. Enjoying a 6-0 advantage with 1 out here in the home half of the 6th inning. Fouled off down the left field line, out of play.
And he was late on that fastball, right? Well, on the infield, they got 3 over here. Well, the book says that in the air, look at that ball was sprayed this way, right? So in the air, probably going to hit that ball that way.
Reaches out, protects the plate, fouls it back to the screen. Third AB today for Gerardo Parra. Was grounded out to third base, flied out to center. That shift coming from third base to the right side to make up that shift. The double play possibilities, they keep it tight to the infield. 1-2 to Parra. Swing and a miss, and Gerardo Parra strikes out. Nice job by Torres. 2 down here in the 6th inning.
Tell you what, the confidence level for Torres, we saw him last year in September, but starting the year this year and coming in situations like this, lefty on lefty, the old breaking ball, the old slider. Oh, way out in front is Parra. And Parra backwards is a wrap, and that at bat is a wrap. Take a hike. Back to the dugout.
2 down here in the 6th inning brings up Trevor Story. 0 for 2. He's grounded out to shortstop and flied out to center. Swinging a foul tip for Story for strike 1. The pitcher's spot is now the 7th spot in the order as part of the double switch an inning ago defensively, and Mark Reynolds has come out to pinch hit in the pitcher's spot. There are 2 outs here in the inning, though, and Torres trying to take care of business with Trevor Story here in the 6th inning. Lead at first for Gonzalez. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Padres. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Rockies. Zack Lee, 2 career starts. Told you the first one did not go that well. This one outstanding in a Padres uniform. Total of 90 pitches.
That's a good afternoon in the big league, Zack Lee.
Line foul. Story out ahead of that. Finds himself down 1-2. action in the pen right now for the Rockies. Scott Oberg is up and warming. Grass cutter foul outside of third. Struck out. First batter Torres faced. Now in a battle with Trevor Story. Off to a slow start. 4 for his first 30 on the year.
I'm going fastball to chase out of the zone or breaking ball down by that back foot.
Got a lot of the plate, but it is a fly ball to left field. Jabari Blash has room, front of the track. Will make the catch that ends the 6th inning. Nice job by Torres. 6-0 Padres.
We got to make mistakes. We have a great coaching staff, and we're going to need a little bit of coaching in certain moments. So, they're going to handle that. I'll tell you what, the clubhouse is so tight-knit. The chemistry is incredible. No matter what happens, we're going to have each other's backs, and we're going to go out there and compete and try and win a championship.
See more of Travis Jankowski's trip to the Fox lot and more on this week's Padres POV presented by Nissan. Friday after Padres Live right here on Fox Sports San Diego. I'm looking forward to that one.
On to inning number 7 as leading it off Manuel Margot. He'll foul it off to the right out of play. The pitcher spot did not come up in the order as it turned out. Reynolds was ready to go on deck, but final out was the fly out to left field. So Jordan Lyles back out there again. He's gone an inning and a third of relief so far for the Rockies. Margot grounds one left side. Story surrounds it. His throw is high and will pull the runner off the bag. So safe at first base is Margot on the throw there. He got down the line very well.
He did, and it was a broken bat. On the run, it just worked underneath it a little bit. Throwing from the side. That's got to be an error.
It is an error. Charge to Trevor Story on the throw. That's a good throw, gets him, but it was close. So lead runner on here for the Padres. Try to take advantage of that error, and Myers gets hit, and he will head down to first base. Just got him on the arm, it looked like. And grazed him. First two have reached. Error, hit batsman.
Yeah, it's time to add on. And just really take the wind out of the sails of the Rockies. Leading by 6. It's a fastball and just gets the left arm of Will Myers.
Yeah, you kind of have the feel here at Coors Field like it's never enough.
That's right.
You need to score more.
Even 6-0. You got to You got to bury him.
2 on, nobody out. Yangervis Solarte, 2 for 3. And he'll take strike 1. Padres can hold on here today to this. They will have won their 2nd straight series.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 from the Giants at home.
And back to 500.
Very nice. Chance to go over 500 in the first game of the series against Atlanta, but long way to go on this one. Solarte singled in the first, grounded into a double play in the second, and then singled to center in the 5th. He's also driven in a run, and now 10 RBIs already on the year for Yangervis Solarte. On the ground towards shortstop, Story will touch second, throw to first for a double play. And on to third goes Margot. That's the 2nd double play Solarte has grounded into today. And 2 big outs there for Jordan Lyles. Margot takes third base on the double play. And it brings up Hunter Renfroe.
Hey, how you doing? Pick the stick today there, Donnie.
I have Manuel Margot.
That's a good one.
Who should have just been given credit for a base hit, at least in my eyes. Ground ball down to first base. Parra will take it himself to the bag and end the inning. Runner left at third, but still Padres have a 6-0 lead. Well, Friday getting started at the new ballpark in Atlanta. Jhoulys Chacín, the opening day starter for the Padres against Julio Teheran, who will get the start. He has so far not been able to record a win or a loss, but also has not given up a run so far in the year. Chacín 1-1, and it should be great. SunTrust Field in Atlanta. First of 4 wraparound series for the Padres and the Atlanta Braves. Can't wait to see the new ballpark in Atlanta.
Anxious to see how it's going to play. Top 3 in baseball: elevation, Colorado, Arizona, Atlanta. Did you know that?
I have to be honest with you, I did not know that. Yeah. What is the elevation in Atlanta? Do you know?
It's just below 1,000. Yeah, it's in that order: Colorado, Arizona, Atlanta, and Kansas City's up there too, believe it or not.
Interesting. Well, Christian Adames pinch hitting here. They had Mark Reynolds up before, but Jose Torres still in the game here for the Padres. Got the final 2 outs of the 6th inning. And here's a pop-up in the infield, left side. Ibar coming from shortstop, glasses on, makes the catch for the first out here at the bottom of the 7th inning.
Actually, Atlanta is 1,050 feet.
Just over 1,000.
Yep.
Now you're going to have problems sleeping there because
No.
of the elevation like you did here?
No.
No.
I mean, we're
Think
talking,
okay?
that's 5 times what it is here, or 5 times fewer feet than it is here.
One out in the 7th inning. Lots of snow out there.
They're going to be able to ski into like July here.
Yes.
They've gotten that much snow. Beautiful.
One out for Dustin Garneau, the catcher today. Catching the day game after the night game.
By the way, you know how we talk about MLB.TV? Big shout out to James watching in the UK.
Nice.
Padre fans. We got Padre fans in the UK watching.
What was
that?
that? A little bit high.
What was that little?
The truck just alerted me that the copyright is coming up soon, which is my favorite part of the game.
You want to do it today?
I'd love to do it, but I don't know if there's copy for it anymore. I can't do it off the top of my head. I would love to do it, though.
I'll let you do it today.
I enjoy. You let me do it today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
I'm a team player.
That's awesome. That's great. This is in the yard to short right, and Renfroe is coming in to handle out number 2. I want to remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Well done.
Thank you.
You didn't rush it.
I did it very slowly.
You enunciated your words
I
nicely.
did. I made it clear that any retransmitted in any form or any reproduced or retransmitted.
What was that again?
In any form. The guts of this game may not be disseminated. What does disseminated mean? Do you know?
Used to your advantage, to where you'll benefit off using
Okay.
audio or video. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay. Thank you for letting me read that. I enjoyed it.
You're welcome.
I know it's your thing. Has been for a long time, to the point where you have memorized it without having to read it.
Spread or disperse information widely.
Okay.
That's what.
Yep. You're not allowed to do that
Yeah.
without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. How good was Zack Lee today for the Padres?
Very good.
5 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. To center field, and Margot moving over to left center to make the catch and to end the inning.
Sensatella pitched well yesterday too.
We have played 7. It's 6-0 San Diego. All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. We move along here to the 8th inning, and the veteran left-hander to the game, Jake McGee, becomes the third arm used for Bud Black.
He got some good arms. You know, Jake McGee's the guy who could also close. Early on, though, righty's hitting 400, lefty's at a 250 clip. Only 2 frames from Jake McGee this year.
First appearance of the series for the former closer. 15 saves and 19 opportunities in 57 appearances a year ago. Greg Holland now here for the Rockies. A very good closer in his own right.
Been an exciting year already for Jake McGee. He was on Team USA for the WBC. Now, will they get rings for that, or did he get I know they got a medal, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be nice if they got like rings.
Yeah, be cool.
That'd be very cool.
McGee spending the majority of his career in Tampa Bay. 6 seasons with the Tampa Bay Rays. There's a strike to Ryan Schimpf. Evens the count at 2-2. 15 saves for him last year. Second most saves he's had in his career. Had a total of 19 saves as the Rays closer in 2014. He's a setup man for Joe Madden's Rays for a couple of years. Very good 8th inning pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. And seems like they're trying to find his role right now here for the Rockies in year 2. 3-2 to Schimpf, not close, and he works another walk. Down to first base for Ryan Schimpf. Time now for the Bill Howe play of the game, and it is Ryan Schimpf back in the first inning, a 2-run shot, which capped a 4-run first inning. Padres had a 4-0 lead. Ryan Schimpf, his first home run since opening day in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. So his second of the year. Padres would add 2 more in the 5th inning and have a 6-0 lead as they bat here in the 8th. Lead runner on now for the Padres, and big swing and a miss for Jabari Blash. Oh for 2 today, getting the start in left field, his second start of the year. Did walk in the first inning, so he has been aboard. Jabari, of course, from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. 6'5", 234 pounds. Jabari Blash.
Ever been to the Virgin Islands?
I have.
Nice.
St. Thomas. Love St. Thomas.
Great.
Fights it off foul outside of first and down towards the end of the Rockies dugout. Last year, of course, making his first opening day roster in the major leagues. Taken in the Rule 5 draft by the Padres from the Seattle Mariners. He played the last couple years AAA Tacoma. His major league experience last year with the Padres in San Diego and some time in El Paso. Swing and a miss for Blash, who strikes out for the first out here of the 8th inning.
Well, something coming up, Don, that you really like. We all love baseball night in San Diego. The next one is Saturday, April 22nd. April 22nd, mark it down. Padres are going to face the Marlins. First pitch at 5:40. All fans in attendance are going to receive a Padres hoodie presented by Toyota with sizes available for the whole family except for announcers. Snag your tickets at Padres.com.
That was so funny last night. I noticed you didn't put it on today, which was
it was
unfortunate because I mean it was
fun
last night.
You learned your lesson.
I enjoyed that last night, and it was live television. I mean, anything can happen in live television. You never know what's going to happen. And you decided to put on what was an extra large, and clearly it didn't fit.
It was a medium.
One out, one on here, and Austin Head, but I got to give it to you though for putting it on. That was nice. You think they'll have your size when it comes time to choose sizes.
If they can make a quad X. I like these.
Big fan of the hoodie. Swinging a foul tip for Hedges. Get that first hit out of the way. Back in the 4th inning. 1 for 3. After he had gone his first 24 without getting a base hit. 0 for 24. Prior to getting the base hit in the 4th inning, then struck out in the 6th inning. A huge weight off his shoulders now after getting that hit out of the way.
I'd like to see come up with a big one before the off day. Spend the off day in Atlanta and relish the good swing or result and a hit.
Strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Jake McGee. He's a tough lefty. 2 down.
Went up the ladder with the fastball.
Brings up Eric Ibar, a veteran shortstop, 4th plate appearance of the day. Pitcher spot is due next. And Alan Cordoba has come out on deck. He would pinch hit. If we get that far, there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning. There is Cordoba. $20,968 on hand here. 29-6-8 for Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Padres and the Rockies. And a beautiful sun-splashed Coors Field today.
Great afternoon at the ball yard.
On the ground towards second base, LeMahieu will go to first for the out. That ends the top of the 8th inning. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Padres have a 6-0 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th inning, and a new pitcher in for the Padres. Ryan Buchter is on in this 6-0 lead for the Padres.
Big lead for San Diego, and a chance for Ryan Buchter to go out there and be very, very aggressive and hold the Rockies scoreless. 6-0, and the numbers early for Buchter. And Don, you know this, being in baseball for a long time and watching relief pitchers, the ERAs early in the year can be a little skewed because you have one outing where you give up 2 or 3 runs, and it's really tough to get that ERA down. Ryan Buchter over 4 right now, but I'm sure that when it's all said and done, he's going to very respectable ERA.
Charlie Blackmon has got the only 2 hits that the Rockies have today. Single in the first, a double in the 5th inning. A 2 for 3 showing. All that was against the Padres starter, Zack Lee. Only gave up 2 hits and 5 1/3. Blackmon takes strike 1. Jose Torres.
Magnificent.
Outstanding. Hitting in 2/3. Retired all 5 batters he faced. Struck out 1 of them. And Blackmon went. Did he go? No. Check with third base umpire Jeff Nelson.
I thought he went. Sure. And if Bill Center's watching in San Diego, Bill, if he hit it, it would have been a double. Come on, Billy, you got to agree with me on that one.
It's outside for ball 2.
I love Bill Center. Writes for the Padres. You can find him on Twitter. Good writer.
Ball 3, 3-1. Apparently he noticed that every time somebody swings, if he hits it, it would be a double, is something you say.
At Padres Central, Bill Center. You can find him on Twitter. At Padres Central. Contributor to Padres.com. And Friar Wire. Big into sailing and racing.
The whole bio
and racing. Car racing, too. East County guy, Bill Center.
Full count to Charlie Blackmon. DJ LeMahieu waiting on deck. Swinging a foul tip held onto by Austin Hedges for strike 3. Buchter strikes out Blackmon for the first out of the 8th. Well, it's time now for the Arco top tier player profile. And our player profile, DJ LeMahieu. Of course, last year's batting title winner, the Tony Gwynn Award in the National League, and 77 games in his career against the Padres, .326 average.
Well, you know, it came up with the Cubs, 250 briefly back in 11, and then close to 300 his first year with Colorado, and they're just getting better and better. 280, 260s, and then all of a sudden 300, 348 last year after it was all said and done to win that batting title, as you mentioned.
One down here in the 8th inning for him, and he has gone over 2 today with a walk. The arm's out of the way, but the pitch called a strike. Buchter jumping ahead here, 0-2. Some red hot Rockies coming into this series, like Gerardo Parros hitting at .440 coming in. He's 1 for 10 in the series. Mark Reynolds was hitting at .346, 1 for 5 in the series. And as a team, the Rockies were hitting at .249, and in this series, Padres pitching have held them to a .167 average. And part of the reason the Padres have done so well in this series, they've gotten very good pitching.
Darren Balsley doing his homework that first night in, getting these pitchers prepared, and they've been executing those pitches.
Mayhew now, Carlos Gonzalez waiting on deck here for the Rockies. Straightens him up and evens the count at 2-2.
Ryan a little upset with that last pitch, not where he wanted it.
In the air to right center field. Over from right field comes Renfroe. He will make the catch, stepping in front of Margot for the second out here of the 8th inning. Let's take a look at the keys to the game.
It's always nice to revisit.
Yes.
Was I on my game? Rocky start for the native Rocky. Kyle Freeland, 4 2/3, 8 hits, 6 earnings.
Wow.
And be exactly what the Padres need. Did he do what the Padres needed?
Oh my goodness, and then some.
5 1/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, and 3 strikeouts for Zack Lee. That's a good afternoon in the big leagues.
You nailed it today.
Thank you, my friend.
Outstanding. 8 in a row retired by Padres pitching. 2 down for Carlos Gonzalez. It's one to left down the line. Jabari Blash on the run, won't get there, and it's a fair ball that jumps up into the seats. A ground rule double, and the second base goes Carlos Gonzalez with 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
That ball off the left-handed bat is always going to be slicing away, especially down and away like that. Jabari Blash, a long way to run, no chance of getting that one.
Base runner at second with 2 down. Nolan Arenado coming up here now for Colorado. Rockies third baseman walked in the first, walked in the fourth, and flied out to center field in the 6th inning. Foul back to our right. Zack Lee today, 5 1/3, 2 hits, no runs. Walked 4, struck out 3 in his second major league start. Zay Torres, an inning and 2/3, didn't allow a hit, retiring all 5 Rockies that he faced. The pitch from Buchter jumps ahead here 0-2.
Not like righties with 2 strikes go down and away with the slider in the dirt. Will Buchter go down and into that back foot of Arenado? Or a fastball up.
Grounded foul. 93 miles an hour on the fastball that time.
Still going to take a while for me for the Arenado pronunciation.
I know. This was new information for us when we arrived here. Arenado, as we mentioned in the first game, in case you didn't hear it. But Public Relations Department know for the Rockies that Arenado, which it has been called by their PA announcer here in Colorado and their announcers and everybody for years, he now wants to fix that and let them know that it is Arenado. So we battled it all week here. Swing and a miss, and Arenado strikes out. Second strikeout for Buchter. Outstanding again for Buchter. Finished off Nolan Arenado, one of the game's best. We go to the 9th, 6-0. Stars of the series, and it's been a fun series. First, the cycle for Will Myers in the first game of the series on Monday night. Bush needed the triple to complete the cycle and did so successfully. And last night, Nolan Arenado with a home run in the 7th inning turned out to be the difference in the game as the Rockies take game 2, a 3-2. 3 solo home runs in the game, and today in his second major league start, first in a Padres uniform for Zack Lee. 5 1/3 shutout innings and a chance here to grab the win today as the Padres have a 6-0 lead. To the 9th inning we go. New pitcher on the mound now for the Rockies. And then up earlier in the game, now into the game, is Scott Oberg.
5th game for the right-hander. Low 90s on the fastball for Oberg. Just scored upon once in his 4 appearances to start this season. He was on the opening day roster.
Dealing with pinch hitter Alan Cordoba, who is going to pinch hit last inning. We got to that spot, so here he is in the pitcher spot, 9 spot. 2 for 6 so far in 5 games. Most of his appearances have been like this. Coming off the bench to pinch hit. It's a fly ball to center field, struck pretty well. Blackman going back. He'll have room, and now comes in a few steps. He went into a sprint. He's playing on the shallow side and makes the catch on Cordoba for the first out here in the 9th inning. So 1 out, and it'll bring up Manuel Margot. 1-for-4 day for Margot. Doubled and scored a run back in the 1st inning and got it all started. A big 4-run 1st inning. Padres getting to Kyle Freeland. Kind of set the tone for the day.
Early. I like the hacks they were taking early. Putting pressure on, getting him in the stretch, dropping that 4 spot in the 1st inning.
Not only has Margot been pretty good offensively and got it all started in the 1st inning with a double, he's been very busy in the outfield. How about 9 putouts in the outfield for Margot? And busy in center field. 1-1 pitch. Skied right side. LeMahieu drifting back to the outfield and now on to the dirt of the infield. Make the catch for the 2nd out. 2 down.
Hey, how does Will Myers go out for batting practice to start his day? Well, I'll tell you what. I say bring him to the carnival. You know where you got to toss the wooden rings over the Coke bottles? Watch. He's going home with a Cupid doll. His bat landed in the bat rack perfectly. Now he's the guy I want at the carnival.
There you go. He's about 4 feet away, maybe more. Flipped it right in.
Good toss.
Fouls it off to the right, out of play. How about 7 for 9 in the series for Will Myers? Is that good?
7 for 9.
What do you got math-wise on that?
It's got to be like, what, like 8? I'm saying like 770.
Bounces in. Even 1-1.
Oh!
770 it is.
777.
All right.
Sorry about nailing it. Sammy, our statistician, as I said, about 770. He brought it up on his calculator.
Myers fouls it off up over the head of Solarte. Waiting on deck, ducking out of the way.
I got excited.
You did.
Rah, rah, rah. Going Eduardo Ortega.
There you go. Last one right up over the head of Solarte. Had a duck out of the way. And foul ball. Got his attention. Could have been that or the screaming from the booth. Back towards the mound. Oberg quickly off the hill. Throws low to first base, but in time to retire Myers. On to the bottom of the 9th. 6-0 San Diego. The lead over the Rockies to the bottom of the 9th inning we go. And of course, after the ball game today, the Padres will head to Atlanta for a 4-game series, and they will not be dealing with Matt Kemp. Former Padres right fielder Matt Kemp on the 10-day DL. Freddie Freeman, though, 4-game hitting streak at .412, and Julio Teheran has pitched tremendously, has no decisions and nothing to show for it, but in 13 innings has not allowed a run. The Braves are off to a 1-6 start, which is not good, but looking forward to the new ballpark for the Atlanta Braves coming up.
Yeah, some changes also for the Braves going the veteran route. Second base, Brandon Phillips. Ender Inciarte, who they got in the Dansby Swanson trade. I'm anxious to see the young shortstop. Former #1 pick by the Diamondbacks. They made that trade. Shelby Miller trade, right?
Here's Jake Esch. Part of the move today that saw Luis Perdomo go on the DL. Esch called up from AA San Antonio for his second career call-up. Made his major league debut with the Marlins last year in August. Called up a couple of times, made 3 starts for the Marlins, had 10 strikeouts, and coming out of the pen here in a 6-0 game. And Gerardo Parra leading it off for the Rockies. Andy Green does a pretty good job with the bullpen as far as getting guys work. We saw an opening day in that kind of blowout scenario, getting a lot of the Rule 5 guys in, and it seems like he picks the right spots in order to get guys work their first initial appearances.
Low leverage situations,
yeah,
right?
Exactly, but also get their feet wet, you know?
Ash throws a 4-seamer, pretty much heavy on the 4-seamer. He's low 90s. We'll mix in a sinker once in a while, but pretty much fastball slider.
Pretty much the last thing he wanted to do right there was walk the first batter that he faces, and he does here. The 6-0 advantage in the 9th. Darren Balsley coming out of the dugout. He'll head out here and talk to Ash. Ash taking over for Ryan Buchter. Worked the 8th inning, gave up a hit, no runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 2. Trevor Story coming up here for the Rockies with nobody out, runner at first in the 9th.
Well, I know there's an off day tomorrow for San Diego, but still the last thing you want to do is have to get other arms up in that bullpen, get hot. And as that is being mentioned, looks like we got action in the Padre bullpen.
So lead runner on here for the Rockies, Trevor Story will take strike 1. As this becomes a save situation. Maybe not even, we'll see. Brendan Maurer is up in the pen. Padres closer warming up. Jake Esch claimed off waivers by Miami. Originally drafted by the Marlins in the 11th round, 2011. Check swing on a ball in the dirt, and it's 2-1 now to Trevor Story. Myers letting Esch know that he's not going to hold the runner on, going to stand in behind Parra at first base. Had been holding him on to this point. Look out, and Story almost got hit. 3-1.
Boy, missing big time. Austin Hedges, he had that target down and away. Ash misses up and in.
Ball 4, and it's back-to-back walks to begin the 9th inning. So Parra walks, Story walks, and we got a pinch hitter coming up here. Tony Walters, the San Diego native, coming up for the Rockies. Started the first 2 games of the series, had today off, the day game after the night game. Pinch hitting, 2 on, nobody out, and Andy Green is going to make a change. So Jake Ash a little bit all over the place here, walking 2 very quickly, and you know at Coors Field how quickly things can change. So he will pull Jake Ash here, and Brandon Maurer coming in to try to finish it off for the Padres, who have a 6-0 lead. Pitching change from Denver, Colorado. Nobody out here in the 9th inning. A 6-0 advantage for the Padres. 4th appearance for Brandon Maurer.
And with the day off tomorrow, Andy Green's not going to mess around. 6-0 lead. He wants to stop this right here and now. So here comes Brandon Maurer. He's throwing the ball really well.
Strike 1 to Walters. Jake Ash faced 2 batters, Parra and Story. Walked them both. Fouled off, and it's 0-2. Parra at second, Story at first. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. First out of the 9th inning, able to get Walters.
Coming right after you. Rearing back with the heat. Down and in at 96.
So 1 down in the 9th inning, and it'll bring up another pinch hitter, Mark Reynolds, coming up here now for the Rockies. Hitting for Garneau, the catcher. One for 7 in his career against Maurer. Strike 1.
He's throwing the ball with a vengeance, isn't he?
Yes,
He's
he
going
is.
after these guys. He's not messing around.
Non-save situation here for Maurer, but he's trying to finish it off here for the Padres and give them their 2nd straight series win. Reynolds with a healthy hack finds himself down 1-2. In his first appearance, pitched a perfect 9th inning Friday against the Giants in the home opener of 2017. Got his first save. Reynolds fouls it off to the right out of play. 98 on the fastball from Brandon Maurer. Parra at second base, Story at first base. One out in the ninth inning. Two and two. Reynolds starting the first two games of the series. Had today off until now. On the ground towards third base. Ryan Schimpf to second for one. On to first for two, and the Padres win. San Diego able to shut out the Colorado Rockies in the finale of this three-game series and take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies in the first series of the season series. Back-to-back series wins for the Padres, and again the final, the Padres win it 6-0. Padres Live is next. Mike Pomeranz, what's in store?